Hi, my name is Allie Thomas, and today I have the honor of introducing my friend Brooks May. I've known Brooks for a long time, ever since we were across the street at the ECC. When we were little, we played soccer and basketball together, and her dad was our coach. I've always loved being on a team with Brooks, whether it's second pres in Holy Communion sports or spending all of high school being on a trap team with her. Brooks is one of the brightest personalities I know. I rarely see her without a smile on her face. I roomed with her at the National Trap Tournament last year, and even when we were both exhausted after the first day, while I was definitely not pleasant to be around, she continued to be the kind and funny person she always is. She went out of her way to make me and the rest of the team smile at the team dinner, even when she herself was tired. She always tries to make people feel welcome, which makes her a great teammate and friend. Her smile is contagious, and both the trap team and the class of 2025 wouldn't be the same without her. I know whatever she has to say will be amazing, so I give you Brooks Coulter May.
As an 8-year-old girl, looking around at all my classmates learning to read and write, I didn't understand why I couldn't grasp the same concepts. What was wrong with me? I learned a valuable lesson in 2nd grade that I still carry with me to this day. Resilience is not something you are born with, but a skill one can learn. Resilience, coupled with perseverance, has allowed me to take my diagnosis of dyslexia and ADHD and turn it into my strength. I was struggling at St. Mary's, so my parents told me I had to change schools. I'd be leaving my teachers, friends, everything that made me comfortable and heading to the Bodine School, a school designed for students with dyslexia. Moving schools was the end of the world for me into the world to 8-year-old me, but I knew my parents were right. I had to understand my learning style better and train myself to read and write. I spent 2 years at Bodine, and while there, my teachers taught me skills to improve my reading and writing, and they also taught me about famous people with dyslexia, such as Thomas Edison, who accomplished extraordinary things while living with dyslexia. Ultimately, my time at Bodine taught me to embrace my dyslexia and to be resilient and to be my own advocate. Once I gained these skills, I returned to St. Mary's in 5th grade. I knew I'd be behind many of my classmates and would have to study more than those just to catch up, which was a lot harder than I thought. Slowly, I learned that my dyslexia and ADHD affected more than just my reading and writing, but also affected my ability to multitask, concentrate, and stay organized. I knew Bodine had helped me so much, but I felt my diagnosis even more when I turned to St. Mary's. The high academic standards that St. Mary's holds felt like a weight on my shoulder that would crush me every time I misspelled a word or didn't finish a test on time. That's when I met my learning specialist, who taught me many study skills and allowed me to take tests in her room. She helped me with my assignments and taught me tricks for spelling complex words. She encouraged me to communicate with my teachers, and most importantly, she and my family and friends taught me how to laugh at my mistakes. Such as the time when I sent my dad a letter from camp about how much I missed him, and he sent the letter back, but all marked up with spelling mistakes that I had made, and a funny letter about how he couldn't read due to the errors. Or the time that Isabella taught me a way to remember how to spell friends by saying friends always end, which is weird because we've been friends ever since. When I entered high school, I was more comfortable with myself and confident with my abilities. I learned that it was okay to process differently than my peers, and I started to push myself in other areas of my life. I became more active in school and my extracurricular activities such as shooting trap, lacrosse, track, and my church. By staying so involved, I improved my ability to multitask and stay organized. I began enjoying reading in my literature classes because I was able to process and understand what I was reading more clearly. I used the lessons I learned from these experiences throughout high school. For me, having dyslexia and ADHD could be considered a blessing. Learning to cope with it has taught me resilience and many other life skills. These experiences have built up my confidence, and I know I can rise to meet any challenges, and I know others can do the same. Thank you.